Hi and welcome to the weekly update. Today we're gonna talk a bit about what I've been painting this week. We are also going to look at some wargaming news and talk a bit about what I'm gonna paint for the great YouTube paint-off. So yeah, let's go. First up we have 20 Roman archers. These are from Wargames Foundry. They're all metal. Quite a quick paint job. I'm planning to use these for Soldiers of Rome and for Clash of Spears. I haven't done that much highlighting and such on them. My plan is to get them to a state where I at least can play with the minis, and then maybe do some touching up, especially on the skin and on the leather. Other than that, they work fine as a tabletop unit. I think I am at a good place with the basing. I'm using basically the same basing on all my minis currently. So I have a bit of a stony part, a bit of dirt and a bit of grass. These I haven't added any flowers and such on them. But I'm starting to like the basing. I've always had trouble doing bases. I have, however, if we just move this away for a bit, bought some ready-mixed basing material from Geek Gaming Scenics. So now I just need to find a project where I can use this. I bought like 5 or 6 different versions of it. So yeah, since I've already had started basing this, I didn't want to use this on these. But we'll see. I just need to find a project for this, and then we go from there. Okay. Next up, Wargaming News. So this is a segment I haven't really talked about much before, so I think we will find a format for it eventually. But right now I'm just going to talk about some new rule sets, and I'll leave links and descriptions in the description below, so you can have a look yourself. So first up we have Battlegroup. They are soon to be releasing their Stalingrad book, and they are soonish starting to take pre-orders on the reprints of Blitzkrieg and Barbarossa, which will be softback books. So those two are hardbacks currently, I think. So they might be a bit less content in the softbacks. That's usually how it goes. Next up we have the gaming system with the most beautiful rule books in the world by Fire and Sword. They're doing a second edition of the rules, which changes a lot of the core concepts of the rules, basically. So yeah, they're doing a re-release, and they're going for, instead of like a massive book, they're going for several smaller ones. So you will get basically one rule book and then basically faction books. Then we have Lion Rampant. This is their Crusader States book, and they have just released their Viking era book, which I bought as a PDF. So I decided just to pick up one of their other books as a example. But yeah, so now you can fight Lion Rampant in the Viking era also. Then we have another of my favorite games, Clash of Spears. They're releasing in late October Rise of Eagles, which is their Roman supplement, and that is maybe why I'm painting Roman archers at the moment. Yeah, so we have a new, I think it's only going to be released as a PDF. So yeah, but a PDF for Romans for Clash of Spears. Second to last, 5 Parsecs from Home has got a expansion also. It's the first expansion that Modiphius has released. Nordic Weasel has released a lot, so these are basically just reprints of his rules, but in book form. I think he only released them as PDFs, so Modiphius has turned them into books, and they have released the first expansion. And also Stargrave has released their Quarantine 37 expansion, which is the first expansion for Stargrave. I bought that as a PDF also, since I have the rules as a PDF. So yeah, that was all the recent and upcoming releases that I look forward to. Next up, we're gonna talk about my great YouTube paint-off army thing, painting competition. So after much deliberation, I've decided to go with the Poles from World War II as my entry in the Great YouTube Paint-Off. I don't want to call it a competition. I want to call it a collaboration. Even though it has a competitive element in it. The Poles are my second favorite army after the Danes. And as I've spoken about before, the Danes didn't really fight in the autumn, which is the theme of the paint-off. Yeah, Poles it is. And I really thought that I had painted all my French infantry, but going through my lead pile looking for my Poles, I found this lot. So yeah, sometime in the future I'm gonna go back to painting French infantry apparently. I'm probably gonna hold back on it for a couple of weeks though. If you have any comments or questions or anything, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on Sunday.